Hey, I'm Pallavi.
And I am Mansi, and you're listening to the Unfiltered Soulsters podcast.
If you have tuned in, it means you have the same curiosity that we have about the topic we are exploring today. And we love you for coming along this ride with us. From long, heartfelt chats to silly jokes, from all the thoughts we think but never talk out loud, from chaotic lives to happy moments.
And everything in between. This is
Us.
us. Whether you're walking, running, relaxing, or simply enjoying your coffee like us, we are here to share the magic of unfiltered chats and honest conversations.
To remind you that you're not alone in this chaos.
So, Pallavi, should we begin our today's favorite topic of friendship?
Yes,
Because
come
that
on.
is the hallmark of you and
You and
I.
yes.
So, do you want to tell the listeners a little bit about how we started?
Oh my God, that is far away and long ago when we were 5 years old.
Oh my God, yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
So, yes, we met each other for the first time.
At the age of
Five,
five,
yeah.
and it was love at first sight.
Yes.
It was instant. It was instant, and we have not been separate ever since.
Yeah.
Ever since
Only
then.
the time when she got married.
Yeah, a little time in between. So,
Yeah. But we have been together forever and through ups and downs and good, bad, ugly, everything.
to an entire life filled with rich experiences. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
it. But what amazes me is that even today, when we meet people from our past, they associated
Yes, so
Mansi
true.
with Pallavi or Pallavi with Mansi.
So you told me, right, that you met some school friends and they always ask you about where I was. I had a similar experience recently where apart from saying hi, they right away ask me, "Are you still in touch with Mansi? What
Mansi,
are you
I
guys up
know,
to?" And
I
I'm like,
know.
obviously that isn't even a question. But yeah, but this has been what, 35 years back?
So our age is being revealed right now. Oh my God.
That's fine. That's called
That-
young at heart. Come on.
All right, so me and Pallavi have had an entire lifetime together filled with rich experiences. We have been together with each other through ups and downs and all of it. We have celebrated all the ups in our lives with each other, no matter how small they are.
Everything, even if they were the smallest
Everyday
of the
ups
successes.
also.
Yeah.
And during the downs, it is almost taken for granted that this person will be there for me no matter what.
Yeah, whenever I have a bad day, first thing I do is call you up. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is insane. And some days I call her up three times.
Three times, I know. So, for all our listeners who are listening to us for the first time today, I will tell you a little bit about Pallavi, and then I'm going to ask Pallavi to tell you a little bit about me. So, Pallavi is a classic overthinker.
I knew this is exactly what you were going to say first. I knew it.
She's a classic overthinker and a massive nurturer.
Yeah.
You are a massive
Yes.
nurturer, right?
That's my love language.
Love language. Pallavi
Yeah.
is extremely passionate about fashion. Okay,
Yes.
let me see. Let me see how many passions of yours I can name. Okay,
Oh my God.
you like fashion.
Yes.
You like shoes.
Oh, my first love.
Oh, your first
Oh,
love.
no.
I am supposed to be your first love. Come on.
Oh.
So you like shoes.
Yes.
You like thrillers.
Oh, I know you are not very happy about this,
I
but
am not happy because
man, I love a good old murder mystery.
oh my, and I do not associate with that even one bit because I don't know how can people watch shows.
That
which-
is relaxing to me. What can I say?
Yes, psychos. Or psychos, Pallavi, psychos. All right. So that and Pallavi loves to cook.
Yes.
So
Again,
very
part of my nurturing.
part of your nurturing and very very different from me.
Yes,
Just
that is
as
what I was going to
opposite as
say.
me.
That is-
So where I am a little bit extra energetic, I like to fly all over the place all the time. Pallavi is my anchor. She's the one who keeps me rooted.
You
all
mean
the
the
time.
buzz killer?
The buzz killer, yes. Pallavi is officially
Devil's
my,
advocate.
Pallavi is officially my buzz killer
Yes.
all the time.
Between us, yes, I am the one who always kills her buzz. If that's how we like to put it.
That's
But
how-
yeah, I'm the anchor.
yeah, she's the anchor who
I'm the more diplomatic one, and she's the one who's more unfiltered.
I am the real unfiltered here. But before we finish off this entire series of unfiltered soulsters, I am going to make you unfiltered. That
Yes,
is my goal.
yes, with you I am. So let's see how that goes.
I'm going to make you unfiltered with the listeners too.
Yes, great.
Yeah. So we are going to start this topic today on friendship, which is like the stepping stone for my and Pallavi's relationship for
Yeah.
our entire life. And when we decided to start, do you remember how did we decide to start this podcast?
So when
Let's
we
see
talked
how.
about this early on, we had two completely different stories. So I'm going to start with what I remember, because I remember saying to you at some point that we yap to each other at least 5 times in a day. I think we need to make a podcast. And you were completely on board with that. So that's my story.
Right.
What is your story?
No, my story is
Because they
something.
don't match. Very surprisingly, they
They
don't
don't
match. I
match
have no
because
memory.
to all our listeners, Pallavi here has massive memory problems, and she always
Oh, I didn't
remembers
realize
the
that.
wrong things in the wrong way. We had seen some movie in which two sisters talk to each other in such a lovely way, in such a
Oh, yeah.
and they go and they
Yes.
interview people, and they just had such a lovely camaraderie. They have such a lovely rapport
And unfiltered.
and unfiltered talks between the two of them. That's when we had said that, you know what,
This is us.
this is us.
Oh,
So this
yes,
is
this is
literally
us.
us, and that's why we came up with the name of Unfiltered Soulsters, because this is us.
Oh, I love it.
I know, I love it too, and I'm kind of really looking forward to starting this
Yes.
entire podcast. So, Palvi, the first thing I did when we decided upon this particular topic of friendship is I googled friendship.
Wow.
Yes, that's something.
That's nerdy.
That's me, by the way. That's very, very much me. So I found a few points which are very interesting for me. The number one point when it comes to friendship is that you're choosing to be with each other. So this is
Yes,
sort of like your
I
chosen
agree.
family, not the family you're born into. You're choosing to be each other's family,
Good point.
and it is so true between
Yeah.
us also, right?
I think we take it for granted, but yes, it's such a big realization that I chose you and we chose each other.
Each other,
Yeah.
absolutely, and
And
we've been
it's our oldest relation in both our lives,
and without realizing it, I
apart from
think
our
we have
parents.
been
Yeah.
choosing each other again and again and again,
Yes.
despite
Yes.
all the differences in our personalities, right? The second point was we enjoy each other's companies. Friends enjoy each other's companies, and that's obviously the reason why we also keep each other around all the
Yes.
time.
Totally.
Totally.
And I don't know how many times I have thought that we are so different but yet alike.
Yet alike in
So many ways.
in so many different ways. In fact, you are zero and I'm 180, or you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah,
180,
yeah.
I am zero. But somehow we
But
have
we
managed to,
complement each other.
yeah, somehow we have
Yeah.
managed to curve the line and
Yes.
meet at one particular point, no doubt. Which brings us to my third point, which is meeting each other's needs. Now, this point kind of really surprised me because I have never given it a thought about what needs of mine are you.
That's what I was saying early on, that you don't even realize, you just pick up the phone or you just text or you just
Exactly.
you don't even think
Like you
twice
just
about it.
exactly.
It is a need that we need to vent, talk, rant, anything, sort of feel better.
Feel better.
In fact, do you remember one of the classic things that we say to each other is our spouses are lucky that we have each other.
Oh yeah, we are with
Yeah.
our spouses because
Yeah.
we have each other.
I know.
No,
Otherwise,
let me reframe that.
Yeah.
Our spouses have us still in their lives because we have each other.
That's what, and they won't even realize, but we bring
They realize.
the calm that they experience later.
Absolutely. So we are meeting each other's needs, and I think unknowingly even meeting our spouses' needs. Looks like it.
Oh my
And the
God.
last point is a no-brainer. Friendships positively impact mental health.
Oh yes, this I completely
And
agree.
I think how much money must I have saved in therapy because I have you to
Same,
talk to?
yeah, and that getting from this coming from the point that we talked about early on to this point, mental health has been a topic that we have also discussed
All the time.
all the time, and the friendship and the non-judgmental basis that we give each other, that
Absolutely.
that is the reason why we can be each other's therapist.
Absolutely. So there was one particular, I'll tell a tiny story. There was one particular point where I did go to a therapist. Remember in 2024 last year,
Yes,
and
yes,
I
sort
came,
of.
I came. It's memory.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah, yeah,
memory
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah,
Pallavi
yeah.
has memory
And now that you
issues.
say that, I remember. Okay.
So I came back and I told Pallavi everything that I had discussed with the therapist.
Lot of eye rolling was done.
A lot of eye rolling, and she's like, "Why did you pay her 4K for all of this? You could have just paid for lunch, like one fourth of the cost." And I would have told you the same
Seriously,
thing.
one
So
filtered coffee
one
and we,
filtered
yeah.
coffee. So since then, both of us do not bother talking about therapists at all anyway, because we are also each other's therapists in so many ways. So this topic of friendship was kind of so different for me. So I picked up my phone for the first time and I went through my contacts list to see
Oh my God. Your contact list is way too long. Way too long. For somebody
who's
who
doesn't like to
doesn't
talk.
like to
No,
socialize.
I don't know how is it that I have so many people on in my contact list, and I know I have people whom I can ping and they will start doing things for me
I
instantly.
know. That's great.
Yet,
That's amazing.
yeah, that's amazing, but that surprised me too. So I've tried to think about what categories I would put people in. A friend of mine always uses the word buckets.
Yes.
What bucket
Oh,
do
yes.
you use for
That
that
was an
friend?
interesting term.
So the first one is close friends. Obviously, I call them close friends because these are the ones whenever there is any need, I'll think about them. It
Okay.
is you plus a few others you already
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
The second one was casual friends, which I categorize we are both moms.
Yes. So,
So I think almost every mom or dad you meet in the kids' schools, I categorize them as just casual
so
friends.
for me, I call them acquaintances
Okay, I don't
because,
know. I don't know
yeah,
what's the difference. I don't think there's any difference.
uh, because see, like there are close friends and there are casual friends, but they are friends because you l- uh, look, let's go back to your definition. You choose to be with them, or you like to hang out with them, or they
Correct.
fulfill some need, so they are friends. So some of them are casual, some of them are close, and some of them are more than that. But acquaintances are people we know who are not necessarily friends, but you just greet them or just
Yeah, but you know,
they just, I don't know, like I we they are just there.
they're just there. But there's something about this casual friend acquaintances that is somehow getting on my nerves these days because, hey, how are you? I am good, all is great.
Yes, that's it.
That's it
But
you
that is
hear.
why they are acquaintances, because going back to your definition, they
I
don't fulfill
know.
any of those
So I
things,
think I should scratch out the casual friends and just perhaps make
or make
them,
another category.
or maybe like a another
Yeah,
category of
add
acquaintances.
another category.
Right, right. Then I've had work friends.
Yes, those are
Uh,
different again.
those are different again. I don't know how does it work for us. See, neither of us have ever worked in any big institutions ever. I come from the medical
You're right.
background, so I've worked in hospitals. In hospitals we don't really have too much time for friendships. It's
See,
more about
that is
work.
what I was going to say. So work friends are again different because not necessary that you carry them forward in your life. They are there that time. They are there. You understand each other mainly because you have the same profession or you have the same problems and the same struggles at work. So they become work friends. And then when you move on, like
But
when I left my job, I left a lot of my friends behind. And in spite of the fact that they were really good friends.
but can you, do you think is it fair to just say you're purely using work friends?
No,
Or you, or let me restate, you are using people as friends just for work
no, it's not like that. It's not about using. It's about these people being in your life, being important in your life, but that has been because of the
at
circumstances.
that moment.
Yeah, at that moment. And whatever the relation has been, it has been good, pure, and honest. But when
Um,
you move on, they don't necessarily carry forward in your life. They don't
right.
have a place in that life.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
yeah, it's a serious sort of thing. But uh, let's go to a next category that I want to talk
Next
about.
category is lifelong friends. Lifelong
Oh,
friends, so both you and I
yeah.
almost have them
Together,
together anyway
yes.
because we have been with each other
Us,
since school
yeah, yeah, we
times
have been
anyway.
together. And in my
No, but I
lifelong,
love how how we, you and I still have some lifelong friends who know us from right from childhood,
that's true. And it is surprising when we meet them.
and they are not necessarily even close friends. They are not even acquaintances. They are not even
Oh,
work
yes.
friends, but
So,
they're just
there,
there.
yeah, there are no more acquaintances also. You're right.
Yeah, so they are just there, and we know that if we ever reach out to them, they will kind of at least be there to speak one or two kind words to you, or at
Yes,
least follow up and
hopefully.
ask how are you doing or things like that.
I
But
don't remember any as of now. But again, your contact list is much bigger than
My
mine.
contact list is much bigger, I know. Not that I have this next category on my contact list, but there are friends with benefits, the FWBs. So a lot of people do have, especially these days, like I said, in my profession, I meet a lot of people who I'm surprised how many friends with benefits are there out there these
In
days.
the past, I have met such people, but again, I didn't know them enough to sort of make a comment on that. But that is such a that's the category which I haven't explored or thought about much.
Yeah, we haven't
So
explored,
yeah,
but this surely warrants one category these
yes,
days in
definitely.
friendship,
It's in today's day and age. I think this topic is uh, important one and talked about a lot.
and very openly.
Yeah,
So
openly.
I'm very glad to know
Surprised?
that it is talked
Mhm.
about openly. So when we come up next, I have a bunch of questions for Pallavi today, and
Oh,
she has.
exciting!
Oh, I'm glad you're excited because these are going to come back to bite you. So you better be
Oh my
careful.
God!
See you all after a break.
Yes.
So, welcome back to Unfiltered Soulsters. We are talking about friendships now, and I am going to be throwing at Pallavi a bunch of questions. Are you excited?
I'm super excited, and I had no idea you were doing
Are you
this.
anxious?
Not really. This is my first step towards being unfiltered.
Oh,
So
perfect.
yes,
All
come
right.
on, let's
So,
go.
question number one. What is the number one rule of friendship for you?
Trust,
Mm-hmm.
honesty. I'm just saying all these words that came to my mind as soon as you asked these
Instantly,
questions.
correct.
But yes, for me, friendship is all about trust, honesty in the first place. Somebody whom I can count on at any moment, not necessarily as a selfish act, but just that person who can always be there and I can be there for them. Uh, what is your friendship rule?
Mine is a little bit different from you. I think the number one thing that comes to my mind is it has to be real.
Oh yes, you're right.
It
And
has, if
excuse
it's,
me, I'm going to keep thinking. So when you're talking, I'm going to also in my other
interrupt.
way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going.
you
Yeah,
can absolutely interrupt me. That's
yeah.
fine. But I think my number one rule is that it has to be real. It has to be genuine.
You
Because
are so
if
true.
you have any ulterior motives that I feel like I'm not aware of, it will not bring in the trust.
Yeah, I think, and so I have realized over time that I generally go in thinking that the person is going to be honest, and I have been scarred a few times.
Oh my
So
God, we are
yes,
so
yeah,
different.
yeah. So
So,
I
in
think
fact, I tend to go into new friendships or new acquaintance. Let's just say friendships for the sake
friendships,
of a
yes,
better word.
yeah,
I tend to go into new friendships with always one foot
out
on
of the
the
door.
out of the door because I am never really sure about who's going to be how.
Yeah, I don't know. By default, I think I trust a person, and then go on to learn whether or not I was right.
And by default, I don't trust people, and then they earn my trust, and that's how they become my close friends,
I
I
think that
guess.
is a good way to go about
I don't know what is
it.
good or wrong.
Yeah,
It is
but it
just
is what
worked
it
for
is.
me so far. All right. So, question number two for you: how do you gauge what is a good friend?
So that's a good question. Uh, I need to think about this. Okay, see, as we started with honesty and truth, and like you said, they need to be real. So over time, you just know how much people are, how far they are willing to go for you, how much you can trust them. I don't want people to be judgmental. If I have a friend, come what may, in my good and bad, I really would not hope, I would just think that that person is not judgmental
Take for
and is honest.
granted.
Yeah, it's not something I want to think. And if that person is my friend, I just want to go with that belief because that's how I am. I just like to be there for my friends and not question what they're doing. Yes, definitely say the buzzkill that I say to you all the time. But definitely, I think that I gauge friendships by whether how judgmental and how honest they are. What about you? What do you think?
This is actually a difficult question for me to answer because, like I mentioned, I always enter friendship thinking the front person is not the most truthful or the most honest person, perhaps.
We are jaded.
We are jaded,
Yeah.
definitely jaded for
Jaded
some
over the years.
experiences or the
Yeah,
other. I
yeah.
don't really remember which one it was, But what has surprised me is that some people stuck around, worked with me, and opened themselves up to me. And that's how they ended up becoming good friends. So it was,
That's a very good point, and those friends are definitely worth keeping around. If they worked hard for it, if they also agreed that you are worth it, then nothing like that.
yeah, nothing like it. But I have realized I'm a little bit selfish when it comes to friendships because I demand that you open yourself up to me. And not everybody is comfortable with opening themselves up.
I can
Not at all.
think
I think
about this
most people will not open themselves up because they we always keep filters in place.
again. I am so open in the first go
I
that
know, but that's because that's your personality that you have. You're
yeah,
open.
that's
Most of them are
yeah.
not open. So many of the non-open people have opened up to me, and then they have been. But overall, like any other person, a good friend is the one who's there for you.
Yeah,
A
that's what.
friend
At
in
the
need
end
is a
of the
friend
day,
indeed. At the
and
end,
at the end of the day, it is the connection of the soul.
that is
Everything
it.
else, you can be logical, you can be jaded, you can be overthink everything,
But do you
but that
think
connection,
connection is there? But do you think somewhere practicality plays a role? Like, for example, God forbid, you have some emergency. Once I'm not there. You have it twice, I'm not there. You have it thrice, I'm not there. Will you start doubting my friendship for you? Because I think somewhere even
um,
practicality comes into
yes,
play, right?
and that's what I say by connection. You just know it that this person has an emergency and this person has a problem. Do those two things go together? So that is why I ended by saying that it is about connection. It is not about a physical or a. It's not about instances that happen. Obviously, if someone I know who goes behind my back and judges me or talks about me, that will definitely play a part in me gauging that friendship. And if it happens way too many times, I will definitely cut it off.
Hmm.
It's a tough call. It's a
It,
serious sort of a discussion that we have moved into.
yeah, I know because it's deep. I never
Yeah.
realized that it will be so deep
Also,
types, you
in
know.
all the times that we have talked, we have never spoken about friendship like this.
Not at all. Not at all. We have always talked about what other people we have met and our experiences, but we never categorized
I didn't
any
put myself, yeah,
experiences as
that,
such into good friend, bad
yeah,
friend.
never.
But which brings me to my third question because I know we have a category for those. Okay. Have you had any toxic friends
Oh.
and do you still keep them or have you ended those relations?
So this is a category that is it's not a friend. Let's start with that. They are
Toxic friend.
toxic.
Yeah.
They were friends and now I know they're toxic, so they are not there in the friends category. But yes, I know of people who were toxic friends in my life. It was hard to sort of break those relations. But again, coming from this whole thing of gauging friendship, when one too many times you are judged, you're talked about, you're somebody is not there for you, you realize that these people, and they bring loads of anxiety to your life, loads of unnecessary drama to your life. You
Okay.
know that they are toxic friends, and please get rid of them. I have had a few people in my life who were like that, but I think that that phase is gone. I now know what I need, what I want, and I don't have any place for drama. I'm the only drama I can take care.
Yeah, so you don't have any place for drama, and I like to believe I have a very, very long radar for toxic friends. I can spot them from a mile away. I have had about 4 or 5 people in my life over the years whom I have known are toxic, and you know me,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remove people from my life
Very
with
easily.
with ease if I
Yeah.
don't want to. Like
So
absolutely. So
that's a good thing because I struggled with it initially, and I am where I am after a lot of work, because every toxic relationship ended with a lot of anxiety and a lot of drama for myself, not for anyone around. And luckily I'm out of it, and I don't want to be in that phase again.
yeah, but don't we? I know some friends of yours who already are toxic, whom you still meet for dinners, whom I meet with you for dinners with them. So why do
uh,
you still? Why do we still keep them around? You think
uh,
for
Probably because
entertainment?
for entertainment. Oh no, when we say toxic and anxiety and drama, it's not for entertainment, but I guess some people are there in our life and we can't help it. But like I said, we have moved away from that sort of a phase. So if I still have those kind of people in my life, I'm over it. They are not in my friend category. They have probably moved on to my acquaintance category,
Acquaintance category.
and I think I can
But
handle it better.
Pallavi, you're forgetting something. I think we have met. I can't name names, although however unfiltered we are, we can't name names. But
Yes, please
certain
do not.
dinners we have been through,
Yeah.
and we have been through experiences with these toxic people. But they have taught you a great lesson too, right?
Yes, they
Because they
have.
have taught me a great lesson too.
Yes, so that is another good point you have made, because no one really is there in my life right now who hasn't brought anything, some from whom I haven't taken something.
Right.
So yes, selfish, maybe selfish for me.
Selfish, and it's a learning
Yeah, a
experience,
learning
I think. But I
experience.
think it's very important that we learn how to remove them from our lives
Yeah,
effectively.
effectively. Yeah.
Effectively remove them from our lives. Lovely. So we would also love to know from our listeners if you have had such experiences with any toxic friends and how have you dealt with them? Because
Yes,
I'm
how they
very
dealt. Yeah, I want to know how people deal with it, because for me it's quite a long process, or used to be a long process of identifying the person, then all the anxiety, and then the drama that I felt, and then there was this peace finally. So if there is a quick fix, I would like that.
excuse me, the quick fix is me. You know how at the inauguration they cut a ribbon to open the place up? That's how I
Oh,
cut the ties
I
off if I
know.
have
So
to.
many times your unfiltered opinion has been given, and you
I
have
know.
been right most of the times. Yeah.
I know. Next question. How will you identify a fake friend? Now, this is one question or one category that I have always struggled with, irrespective of
My God,
my.
you have heavy and loaded questions today. We haven't spoken about this. Um, Fake friends. Why don't you start by telling me about this while I think about it?
Um, I have had a bunch of friends. Somehow I identify them with uh, which part of India they are from, unfortunately,
Oh,
because I have seen a lot of these people who come from like much bigger cities like Bombay and Delhi tend to be very superficial friends, like for the sake of, for the time being, we are meeting for dinner. They're not necessarily
interesting.
toxic at all.
Yeah.
They are neither
Oh, yeah,
close,
there is a difference between toxic and fake, definitely.
none of that, but they are definitely fake. You might enjoy meeting them just for one evening, but beyond that, you might not even get too much.
You're right. And
So
I don't
I,
have these experiences, but because you said fake friends are different from toxic friend, it got me back to that previous question, and I'm going to quickly add in here.
Mhm.
We did not say what a toxic friend really does.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you my experience. I had one particular friend who used to be rude right, left, and center to us. This was way back in college. And rude to the point, it's like, babe, what is
Your
your
problem.
effing problem? Not just that, what is your effing problem? And yet she would come back after 3 days and say, I am so sorry. I was in the bad patch. I'm trying to improve myself. I'm trying to do this and I'm
And
trying
all
to
the
do that.
drama.
Then we would all be like, okay, fine, we'll give you a, it's okay. You're what you are. But next week it's the same thing
Oh
again. It's the
man.
same shit again.
Yeah,
So
that is what this got a call. This
can
is
I
an
just add one more
interesting.
point?
Yes, please.
I had another friend whom, after I met, I felt like all the energy has been sucked from me.
See, that is what I meant when I said toxic friends. Because I haven't had anyone like you mentioned or you described, but some people in my life just suck all the energy out of me when I meet them. At the end of the conversation, I go back feeling so tired, and I can feel the need to go and just lie down.
Lie down, I
So,
know.
yeah,
So,
that was a good point
so I
between.
think there's a difference between toxic and
Yes.
fake friend.
Yeah.
But
Fake, yeah, totally. Fake friends, again,
fake
I
friends are
think,
just entertaining for an
intent,
hour
yeah,
or two, but
yes,
you don't
true.
think about them beyond that, I think.
Let's
That's
just
it.
put all these people into acquaintances.
You and your acquaintances list.
Yeah, it's a
All right.
long one.
I know this next question is your favorite because we have talked about this before. Is it
Which
okay to end?
one
Which
is
is
this?
it okay to end a friendship?
Oh, yes.
Is
See,
it?
this is a very, yeah, we have spoken about it, and this is something that I have thought about, and it goes back to our conversation regarding work friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was working, I had loads of friends and good friends, close friends. And unfortunately, when I moved on, those friendships ended. So I didn't end those friendships. It wasn't like they were bad or toxic or fake. They were great relationships, but the way life went on, we all of us just moved in different directions. And when I think about it, I have fond memories, I have good
Correct.
memories. And the main thing what I told you the last time we discussed this was, it should be normalized to
Yeah.
move away from friendships, because not all friendships are meant to be lifelong friendships, not all friendships are meant to be close friendships. Some friendships are just there at that moment, they nurture your soul, they give you what, or you give them what you can, and then you move on in the next phase of life and just think fondly of them. So, do you have any such experiences?
Not not really. I've The only reason I have ended a friendship is because I have found them fake or toxic.
Oh, okay.
And of course, like we talked about, the work friendships, the
Yeah.
work acquaintances, they are there for the time being. We all are using each other at that time for our own benefits or the benefits of the workplace, whatever it is, and then we move on, we move ahead.
I was lucky to have made some really good friends when I was working.
I
But yes, now we all have our different lives, and unfortunately, we are not in touch. But I'm okay with it. I don't think I have any bad feelings about that.
Yeah, the good part is that I think neither of us are desperate enough to hold on to any kind of friendship,
Definitely not fake friendships.
neither toxic nor fake,
Oh,
nor Pallavi's favorite category of acquaintances either. All right. So next question: what do you think lack of friendship does to a person? Now, I'm asking you this question, but may I answer it?
yes, you
Because
should.
in my family, I live with a couple of people who do not have. I would say they almost have no friends. Their life is
That
family
is tough.
and work, work, and that is tough. But they don't make it seem like it's tough. So I don't understand, because for me, if I imagine not having friendships, not meeting a certain set of people that I am used to meeting to, and I need to meet to,
Yes,
not used to,
I
need
agree.
to, but these people, they have no outlets, no place to
So
talk, no
many
place to vent, no place to just sort of de-stress or.
so many of our parents had those kind of
Oh yeah,
lives
yeah, yeah.
where they had no one else except their spouses and their children. So yeah,
Right.
that was a different life. But yeah, coming back to people who have no friendships in our sort of age group
Right.
is
Now
rare.
that you talk about our parents, I know what you mean, because only our relatives were their
Yes,
friends
and their spouses.
and their spouses were there. But when the time came when they needed that friendship, the relatives were not even there. So that friendship, in a way, friendship, if you call it, broke off
That
for
is,
what
yeah, that is
reason?
what when we say you choose your friends,
You
you
choose
can't
your
choose your
friends.
family.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it is a tough life. So yeah, going back to your question uh, about what lack of friendship would do to a person, I think you would go mad. You need people. You need people to discuss.
Now, how
I'm
many
not even
times?
talking about close friendships, just friendship. Even your casual friends, you need somebody to vent out and bounce off what you're thinking. How, because as a person, as a human being, we are meant to have people around us.
Right,
You live
we are
in, yeah,
social
yeah,
creatures. We live
social
in
creatures.
circles. We live
Yeah.
in society. But
So
so
as
many
long,
times I have heard the dialogue that I don't associate with them anymore, with their ideas,
and
and
that's
my
fine, and
and
that's
that's fine.
fine.
So my
But
point
you need
is,
somebody else.
you don't have to marry this person to live with this person forever. You just have to meet them for dinner, get entertained, just get some
I
different
I
perspective
agree
and
on
move
this
on.
also, because many times we have met people who you just meet for that time. It's sort of
Correct.
entertaining. It's for your life to have some different perspectives, and then you move on. You don't need to
How
have.
many times have you and I met icky people just for the sake of meeting and
Yeah,
entertain for
exactly.
one evening, and
And that's
that's it?
fine. And that's not even like a conscious thing. It's just something that we do because we are
Right.
social. We are
We are
people who are
social
social. Yeah.
creatures. That's true.
Are you agreeing you're social?
Yeah, absolutely. I am social too, but just once in a while. Selectively,
Selectively
and once in
social.
a while I'm social.
Because Mansi here does not like to meet people.
I
She
not like.
starts with, I'm just going to come for an hour.
I know, and then I wait for 4 hours, right? But my instinct is, oh my god, I
Yes,
can't take this for too
that's true.
long.
That's true.
I need to get back to my
I'm yeah.
fortress of solitude.
we are similar in that way.
In some ways.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Don't even think that. Don't even mistakenly think that.
Oh my God,
Because
I'm trying to find some points that we are similar because we've just started with how different we are.
how different we are. But that is the entire reason why we get along well. It's
Yes,
because we are so different, you know.
we complete each other, my love.
Yes, my darling, absolutely. All right, so this brings me to the last question for the day, and this is like a very
What is it?
age-old question which I already know your answer to.
Huh.
Can a girl and a boy, or a man and a woman, be good, true, non-sexual friends?
Yes, yes, and yes. I think it's yes.
And I would say no, no, and no, three times.
So why? Why do you think so? Why can two people of opposite sex not be friends?
Assuming they're heterosexual over here,
Yes, yes,
obviously,
yes, yes.
I don't think they can be, because somewhere or the other, physical attraction and sex will come into the play unless you address it right at the get go that
Why?
dude
I do
or
not.
babe,
Oh, I don't believe in this addressing business of yours at all.
you have to be clear in your intentions, right?
That's my point. There are no intentions. You just are friends. Like you and I are friends, and he and she are friends. Two people. It's friendship between two people, not
Yeah,
not.
but friendship between two people where sex can be an option, the sex will pop up, Pallavi. It
It
will pop
hasn't
up.
for me. I haven't been in that situation at all. You give me your example.
Oh, I've been in this situation many a times, and I have made it very clear right from the get go that you and I will be friends. Is that agreeable? Because if it's not,
Shockingly for me initially.
I know, because you would be very clear, because somewhere or the other, either initially or down the line or way down the line, I believe between a man and a woman, sex will pop up somewhere or the other, unless you have an understanding that you are two good friends with benefits. The FWBs, remember?
Okay, here we are going to agree to
Disagree.
disagree.
Okay, that's perfectly
Because
fine.
I really feel that two people can be friends. I have always maintained this. You know, I always say that two people can
I
be
would
friends.
love to know if anybody knows anybody, a guy and a girl, who have just been two good, pure friends with this particular aspect never popping up. So I'm going to throw this question out to all the listeners that we want to know what is your opinion about this. Can two straight people, a man and a woman, be true non-sexual friends?
Please
Please,
comment.
please comment. Yes, we want to know what all stories people have out there, and if this is true, and if
And
I'm
whether your
right.
team Mansi or your team Pallavi.
Oh my God, you're dividing us. You're putting a big darar between us right now, a big chasm between us. All right, so we want to know whether you're team Pallavi or team Mansi on this particular one. So, friends, this brings us to the end of today's episode, and this is just the beginning of our long journey.
Yay, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. But let's remember that at the end of any day, friendship isn't always perfect, but with effort and the right person, it can become a real meaningful relationship.
Yes, remember friendship needs some work too.
I know it needs a lot of work.
If today's episode made you think, chuckle, or even question your life choices, we would love to hear it all. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and do not forget to tag your friends.
Come back next week, same time, same place to hang out with us. Until then, may your heads be sorted, your life be calm,
And your coffee be strong.